Alright, this is an example of the game Listen to This by Ryan Orning, Stephen Elliott, and Eric Lumpkin. That's everybody. Up front we have our buttons, button 1 and button 2. The name of the game is basically just the class will call out the button, and the button, as in code, will pass the button name to 3 volunteers, in this case 2 volunteers, that run the code, and that is basically all there is to it. So I will begin by calling button 2.
So button 2 says, wait, first of all, my action performed says if e.getSource equals what a button, then I open up and look inside for the code in here. So I'm going to see what button this is. And okay, this is the code to create a button with the action listener. And this is JButton, what a button, new JButton, button 1. So you add what a button, and then you're going to perform action listener on this button. So I get to open it up and see what's inside. Okay. It says I equals I times 9, I referring to the integer that's printed on the board. So I'm going to have to print out system.printout.print the new value of I. So please go to the whiteboard and update the variable using the code above. The variable statement int I equals 10 is already on the board. So I is now equal to 10 times 9, which is 90. So we're going to print out 90.
Very good.
And that's it for me.
Well, I'm feeling feisty. I think I'm going to push button number 1.
Alright, so mine still says if it's what a button, then we open it up and look inside for code. This is button best button. So I'm not going to be looking in this one, looking at my stuff for this one, so I'm going to pass it to Steven.
My code says if e.getSource equals best button, then I look inside for the code. This button says JButton best button equals new JButton. Add best button dot add action listener to this button. So my source says best button, so I'm going to look inside for the code. It says system.out.print I want a big cup of Java. Please go to the right whiteboard and write the string above on the board. So I go to the whiteboard and print out I want a big cup of Java.
And that's all there is to it. Obviously, this game is better with more people, but we were kind of limited today.